Hello, Earth signs. So this is a reading for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. My Earth signs. This is a bonus reading. It's for the next 30 days around this full moon, which is on March 28th, full moon in Libra, which is all about balance, getting harmony, all that kind of thing. Full moons in general are about releasing something or figuring out what you might need to release. But this reading is going to be a general reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. And thank you to all my subscribers and everyone who hits the like button. I really appreciate all the support. The channel is really growing right now, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm trying to build a community of people, so I appreciate your help. So I'm going to pull some cards today. I'm going to clarify, and then I'll pull a oracle of the 7 energies at the end. So stick around for that. Also, there are other readings posted for each sign on the channel. So take a look at those after you watch this one. So let's see. The first card is going to be for your current energies. And let's see. Let's get a card for current energies for Earth signs, please. And by the way, I'm a Taurus, so they always seem to resonate. 7 of Cups, maybe some mental confusion, a lot of choices, several opportunities. Maybe a little bit of emotional overwhelm. Crossing that is, yeah, I feel like you're a little bit tired of whatever this is you've been doing. It's sort of like you've been persisting forever. This is the Wounded Warrior card. It's kind of like you're confused, like, you know, you've been going at this for so long. You've been wounded. You're tired, but the good thing, I mean, the thing you can always count on with an Earth sign is we don't give up, and that's what that's about. So I feel like you're kind of wondering, like, when is this something gonna change? When is this gonna break? And I kind of feel that with you. So yeah. Let's get a card for the recent past. There we go. Oh. A little bit up in your head about something, overthinking a situation. Maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit confused and mentally overwhelmed. Not mentally, but emotionally overwhelmed and mentally overwhelmed with that 8 of Swords. It's kind of like you need a break or a vacation. I like that. Let's get a card for the near future for Earth signs. 9 of Pentacles. You're going to have some time to rest is what I'm getting from that, because this is kind of like the card of luxury. It can be the card of being single and happy and abundant in your own right, doing things on your own and having them work out for you. I feel like that's where this is going. There's going to be some time for just to enjoy everything that you've been working on and all this stuff you've been building up and all this work you've been doing. You're going to have a little bit of breathing time just to stand around in the garden and look at everything you planted, is what I'm getting there. That sounds good. Let's get a card for what you may not see coming over the next 30 days, what you may not see coming. A choice or some kind of something that's going to give you a decision to make, something that you're going to be pondering, considering. Maybe something new is coming in that you're going to be thinking about that you didn't expect. I'm going to take this one as what you might need. Oh my God. This is in the what you may need to know position. And yes, there's going to be a decision to be made. And you may not feel like you have all the information to make the decision. You see how she's blindfolded? It could be either a decision that you kind of don't want to have to make right now, you feel like you don't have enough information, or you've been overthinking it so much that you don't know what to do. And that's kind of what this card is. Like, You're not sure what to do. You're just kind of juggling both. You're looking at all the options. It's not real emotional. If you see, he's in very shallow water, so it's not overly emotional, but it is enough to cause you to kind of be a little bit emotionally drained and definitely tired, physically tired. So let's see what's on the bottom of this deck, and then I'll clarify. Yeah, there. This is kind of a weird energy, a little bit of conflict and chaos, something painful in the past that you're kind of healing from now, something that had you feeling a little bit left out in the cold, something where you felt like you were putting in more work and not really getting enough back out of it. This situation has you tired, is what I'm getting. It's kind of like it's been going on a long time. It's time for some rest, some time off, maybe a vacation. But what you didn't expect was that there was going to be something coming in that's going to cause you to need to make a decision about something. And then you'll be in this period where you can relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor and maybe take some time off. That's what I'm getting so far. But we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify the current situation. 7 of Cups crossed by the 9 of Wands. What is that about, universe, for our earth signs? Let's clarify this current situation. Something that wasn't moving before, but it's going to start. But the interesting thing with this card is those two bulls are not really going in the same direction. And that's sort of like the same energy that I'm getting off this card and this one. Sort of like you can't, it's another card of you want to move forward, but you got one part of you wants to go this way and the other part wants to go the other way. And you are having trouble deciding which. And you've been working on this for so long that you're just mentally drained now. Also clarifying that 4 of Cups, which on this card it says luxury, but I feel like this is saying you want to rest. You're ready to put all of it down and just take a rest. And go, yep, and then there's the Death card. You're ready for this to be over. So whatever this is, you've definitely been working at it for a while. It's time to make a decision about it now, though. And I think you're realizing that you can't keep on at the pace that you've been on because you're wearing yourself out. Let's clarify this past card. The 8 of Swords. Why is that here for our earth signs? Oh, the Tower. Something is definitely changing. The Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight. But look at that. He's trying to charge forward, but and it's interesting that that's a bull, and we're talking about earth signs. That's kind of like the stubborn earth sign, specifically Taurus, that kind of plants their feet in the ground and doesn't really want to move. So you want to move. I feel like you're just kind of self-sabotaging yourself with this 8 of Swords. But the Tower is ready to fall, and this is a card about divine timing also. It's ready for something to be cleared out and something new to be rebuilt. And it's going to be something good, but it's time. But you're going to have to take action on it, and that's probably the last thing you want to hear when you're already tired. But let's keep going and see what else we can find out. Let's clarify this 2 of Pentacles and the what you may not see coming position. What do they may not see coming? Okay, a time for rest, a truce. Maybe this decision is going to be a little bit easier than you thought it would be. Yep, you're going to be able to cut to the truth, and you'll be walking on the clouds is what I'm getting off that. And it's a victory. Maybe this is kind of saying I don't think you can go wrong with either decision. Either one is going to lead to a rebirth, a death and rebirth kind of situation, a transformation. And you're going to be victorious either way. Maybe that, I feel like this is saying it's going to be easier than you thought. You're putting too much effort into this decision that may not even need this much thought and this much worry. So let's clarify that Two of Swords and what you may need to know. The Three of Swords, okay, which can be about old heartaches. The Five of Cups, disappointment, sorrow, and the Three of Wands is all about moving forward. Okay, so this is saying that this decision that needs to be made, you're going to have to move away from these, and it's funny that this says sorrow and this says disappointment. You have to move away from those things and into being excited about whatever this is, because it's what you've been waiting for. The Three of Wands is about waiting for your ship to come in. It's about it's that, you know, the three is right after the two. So the ace is the original idea. The two is about moving forward, taking a little bit of action on the idea. The three is about watching it come into fruition, about creating, and you see that he's juggling three flames. It's like it's kind of funny because you go from juggling these two things to now you're juggling three. So, yeah. Let's get a couple clarifiers for this Nine of Pentacles in the near future. Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven is kind of about evaluating, and you'll be at a period where you can take a rest and look at all your progress is what I'm getting there. The Hangman, you'll get a new perspective on this whole situation. And the Eight of Pentacles, which is, you'll see that this is going to work out, is what I'm getting. So the Seven and the Eight, so that's a progression. Excuse me. So you're going from the Seven to, which is evaluating, looking at the seeds that you planted, seeing what's kind of growing, and is there something you want to change? Is there something, do you need to dig up what you already did and start over? Do you want to ditch the whole thing and start completely over? All that kind of thing, but you're going to move away from that energy and into just knowing that this is working out, into the Eight. And that's where you get that new perspective with the Hangman and a little bit of a break. These two cards both are kind of a break. So you'll get a chance to take a breather and get a new perspective on this whole situation, and that'll allow you to see everything a lot more clearly is what I'm getting. So let's get some cards for potential outcome and advice going forward. This is for our Earth signs for the next 30 or so days around this full moon period. Also, since this is the full moon, this could be something that you've been needing to let go of for a while. Could be that too. Let's get 3 cards. I like that one. Well, there we go. 6 of Wands. You're going to be victorious. Everyone's going to be looking at what you've been doing, and you're going to get praise. You could get a raise if this is a work situation. 7 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles again. Keep at it. Don't give up. The 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords can be kind of a tricky situation. I feel like this is letting you know that if you keep working through all this tricky energy that you're in, where you kind of are in your head and you don't know what to do, and you're juggling these 2 options, and then you've got this decision, but you can't figure it out, and you're kind of disappointed. All those energies, if you can move through those and keep working at whatever this is, you're going to end up victorious in the end. So that looks good, and everyone will be noticing the work that you've done, and you'll get some praise and maybe like a raise or something like that. Let's get a 7 energy card. These cards are beautiful, but I haven't learned them yet. I may need to look in the book to give you the right message. A tall tale. Look at that. And that's Pinocchio. That's kind of interesting because we did get that. I saw the 7 of Swords somewhere, which, in the advice, watch out for, this might be saying, watch out for telling yourself something that's not true or believing some kind of a tall tale about yourself or someone else. Let's see, the 35 card. A tall tale, denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind. Oh, yeah, I think that is exactly what that card is trying to say. Be careful of getting so caught up in your head that you're telling yourself lies, and like I said before, making this a lot harder than it needs to be. I think the thing that you're going to realize is that once you actually pull the trigger on this decision, you're going to realize that it really wasn't all that to get worked up about. It was a little bit of a tricky situation, and it was a long haul, and you've been working a long time, and it's time for a rest and a reevaluation period. But you just got to get there. You got to get through that decision. But that's what I have for you, Earth signs, and don't forget to look at the other readings. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.